Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming with yours truly, iOctane. So we're almost at the end of the first day of the event. Sorry for the late running of this video. However, because of the current situation, a lot of things has changed. So work requirement has been quite dramatic, to say the least. So let's get into our deck combination this week. So this is the main deck, and one of the combination that I'm using is Abelanzo, El Toro, Ring Royalty, and Risen Phoenix. This combination is quite powerful, especially for turn 1. You will get a full board of power gems. Yesterday I said the last card that you should activate is actually Risen Phoenix. I was wrong. I got it totally wrong. It should be Risen Phoenix first, Ring Royalty, then El Toro or Abelanzo. Basically, activate your Ultra Rare first, your Ultimate Form, then all the other cards that's on your deck. This combination use four of the event relic. I managed to get a rare relic from the 500 gem vault. Didn't get the third master collection card which I wanted, or the fourth one. I really wanted 4 master collection card because I think that would be vastly more powerful deck. However, I realized that using this combination that I have here, as your health decreases, your damage output also decreases. So you need to keep your health as high as possible to keep your damage output as high as possible. I'm using a Ray Staff as well, and the reason why I've added the Ray Staff to this combination is to increase your health and to increase your attack, which then will give you a higher damage output on turn 1. This is the second combination, which uses the support card. The support card will heal your deck as soon as you activate your Ultimate Form Master Collection cards or your main card, depends on what you've got. Every time you destroy gems, you will get heal. I've also added a Fire Scepter to actually aid in recovery, so I can take my HP to maximum or relatively close to maximum using the scepter. You could add 2 scepters to the deck, however you will be hit with Beast Shield, and if you are hit with Beast Shield, then your damage output will be reduced because you've reduced the number of power gems that you can actually match. So you don't want that. So just add 1 scepter. Just like this one, I've only added 1 Ray Staff. I've got 2 Ray Staff and I've got 2 Fire Scepters. This combination is quite fun to play. I've been enjoying using this combination. It's a turn 1 deck as well, because I've got Call the Cleaver, which creates power gems on turn 1. He will create 6 fire gems and 4 fire power gem 1s on turn 1, and every 2 turn after. The Baleful Bride is the ultra rare from the same deck. Call the Cleaver is like the shiny ultra rare from that deck. This deck was from Halloween. It was a Halloween deck for 2018. Quite a fun deck, quite a powerful deck for its time. Not so much powerful now, but it is fun to play. Back then, decks were quite fun to play, quite interesting, and the event was a lot of fun. We weren't so focused on getting the most powerful combination that we can. Back then, I used to play with a lot of support cards, a lot of main cards when I could get the main cards, and I really enjoyed the events. Now we're constantly focused on getting the Ultimate Form, which causes a lot of stress when you don't get it, because then the events are very difficult to actually play. And this is a combination that will make playing the event quite difficult. It doesn't have a high damage output. It will enable you to finish the collection, but finishing the collection and actually collecting all the season coins during this event will only give you loyalty points. You won't be able to use it because it doesn't go over to the next season's collection, which actually starts next week. So let's get into these decks and see these decks in action. One other thing you could do as well, if you could get this pass ultimate form, which is Fire Force Strike Team, it has got the killer skill. So if you were lucky enough to get the Master Collection card, or you're lucky enough to have the Ultra Rare, you can get the missing card from the Proving Ground store. I haven't got either, so I'm not able to get that, but that's neither here nor there. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna look at this combination using the event card. I'm gonna use one key because it's a bit more powerful than the one using the support card, because you will get a full board of power gems on turn 1. So yesterday I said activate your ultra rare last. Activate your ultra rare first, then your ultimate form, then all your other cards, and you get a full board of power gems. And you get 3 trillion damage from the ultimate form on turn 1. So it's a very high damage output deck for turn 1, because most deck on turn 1 doesn't really deal high damage. So this is it's a fun deck to play with, because the fights don't go on for long unless the bosses have got quite high health. It isn't a very powerful deck. I thought it would be quite powerful, but it isn't as powerful as what I expected it to be. One of the problems with the deck with actually having 4 Master Collection card on board, or even 3 Master Collection on board, is health. Your damage output is in direct relation to your health, so as your health goes down, your damage output will go down. So at the moment, my ultimate form is dealing 4.9 trillion damage, and on the next attack it will not put out that amount of damage, simply because my health has decreased, my damage output will decrease. And it's putting out 14.3 trillion. And if I continue in the fight, if somebody doesn't kill the boss, you'll see the health go down quite a bit. So using 4 Master Collection card will make your deck very powerful on turn 1, but going forward your deck will not be as powerful because you're losing health. But using a support card on board along with a scepter will keep your health higher for longer, enabling you to do maximum damage over a longer period of time. You could run 3 Master Collection card, 1 support card, 1 ultimate form, but I think it's more advisable to actually use 1 support card, 2 Master Collection card, 1 ultra rare, and 1 ultimate form. I think that is a far better mix of the cards to enable you to do a lot more damage if you can afford it, or if you're lucky enough to get 4 Master Collection card and 4 ultra rare, would be a 4 pink star ultimate form. The more pink star in your ultimate form, the more powerful your deck would be. And in this case, having more pink star on your ultimate form is the best way forward, rather than adding more Master Collection card or ultra rare to the deck. So as you can see, my health is relatively high. Still got over 2 million health, which is giving me the ability to deal far more damage than I would using a combination that actually has 4 Master Collection card, or even 3 Master Collection card. So the longer the fight goes on, if you are using a support card, the better it is for you, because a lot of people are gonna put like 4 Master Collection card or 3 Master Collection card on their deck, while you won't be doing as much damage on your first or second turn, but over a longer period of time you will be doing more damage, because you're actually keeping your health relatively high, which give you a higher damage output over time. So this is our last attack. Let's see what we can do. So you can see my average damage output on my ultimate form is between 11 to 12 trillion, which is relatively good. So let's see how much damage we actually done to that boss. So we're in second place with 205 trillion damage, which is not really bad. I think that's relatively good. So let's find ourselves a guild boss and use our fun deck. So this is my fun deck, fun combination. And we're going to use 3 keys. And you're going to see on turn 1, we actually produce quite a number of power gems on the board. So there you go, quite a number of power gem, courtesy of Baleful Bride, Call the Cleaver, Ray, and Abelanzo. There you go. Let's see the damage output. Damage output is over 400 billion, which is not too bad for a cheap deck, quite cheap. So if you've got the Strike Force, Strike Team, or what, I can't remember what it's called, you can actually put it on a combination like this. Now, Despot of Despair will actually create 4 Power Gem 2 on 4 Power Gem 2s on turn 1. And if you've got 3 Master Collection card like I do, you can actually create a large amount of Power Gems on the board, which will enable you to do quite a bit of damage on turn 1. The good thing about it is then you can also attack on turn 2, because all your battle skills will become available on turn 2, giving you the ability to do a second damage on turn 2 while doing the nuke damage on turn 3. So this deck can give you the ability to do damage on 3 turns, which is quite good, especially if you've got the killer skill on it. So that is one combination you could use, but I haven't got the strike team, so can't show you that one in action. So those are 3 of the combinations. You can mix and match quite a number of cards. You can use some of your past decks with ultimate forms. However, if you haven't got the killer skill, you're not gonna do high damage. Plus, the boss's damage output has gone up, so your decks will not last very long unless you've got cards in the mix from this event, or even cards from generation 3.0. You're gonna need cards that have got very high health. So let's get rid of this and let's just bring up some of our So if you've got ultimate forms like this one, Bonafide Brawler has got over 15,000 health on it, so it's got high health. Not like Despot of Despair, or even this one, Impale Hunters. They've only got like 7.7 thousand health, which is not really that high. The more pink star you got on the latest version of the cards, the higher health. Look at this one. The health is, the current ultimate form has got over 18,000 health, which is quite high, and it's only at 1 pink star. And if you look at Blitzkrieg Beasts, they have got 2 pink star, but their health is still just 10,000. So you can see the health on the new cards, they're quite higher. Stay down. So this is what we saw in the news link, and your reward is, what's that? Minor League participator, and I think you actually get a belt at the end of today. We'll see what happens at the end of today, what you will actually get. So at the moment I'm in Emperor League and I'm in 48th position, but I'm not too worried so much about a higher place on the solo leaderboard. My intention from here on forward is to actually enjoy the event. So I'm gonna stop chasing after the event decks. I'm gonna stop stressing out myself about finishing high on the solo leaderboard, and I'm gonna just start enjoying the events just like I used to before when I first start playing this game. Because when I first start playing this game, it was all about enjoying myself, enjoying the events, enjoying the game as an whole. I used to just play with like support cards. I've got so much support cards, old support cards, and these were my staple of my deck back in the days. Let's find my first deck that could actually fill the board with water gems. This was my first deck that could actually fill the board with water gems. Asuka. I didn't get the main card, which is Wendy. I got Wendy last year. Didn't have the ultra rare, which is this one. I only have 3 copies of this card. I had I think it was the Ice Queen, but I was running 3 of these cards with 2 wardens. At the time I didn't have a lot of cards, so I used to have to use wardens in my deck. So I had 2 water wardens, and those were what I was using in my deck with 3 Asuka. And when I filled the board with water gems, I was so happy. It was fun, it was exciting, it was good times. Since then, the event has the game has changed so much. We're quite focused now on not matching gems but matching power gems to do high damage. It's become quite competitive. It's become quite stressful as well, and this game can really become a money pit if you allow it to. So that's why I've always encouraged you guys, if you haven't got the gems and you haven't got the season coins, please don't start spending thousands of pounds on this game. It can cost you quite a lot. I know it's fun when you've got like a 6 pink star ultimate form, you've got the most powerful deck in the event, and you're going through and you're killing bosses left, right, and center. You're like in the top 10 in the world. It's quite fun, but then after a while, misery set in, and the game has become quite grindy since of recently. I sincerely love this game. I really love this game, but you have to be really careful. I want the game to go back to that place where it was fun to play. But I guess it's not so much of network taking it back to where it's a lot of fun. I think it's us as the community, us as the player, going back to basic and having fun with the game. Having a lot of fun just playing the game. The season coin is really good. I think if I should compare the 3 things that we had over the last 18 months, which we started out with runes, collecting runes to get the Master Collection card. Then it was runes to get Master Collection card and ultra rare to create the ultimate form. Then we went from runes, we went to dust. You collected dust to get ultra rare or the Master Collection card to create the ultimate form. I think the season coins is a much better way to go, because with the season coins you can craft the card that you haven't got, or you can craft both cards. You can actually save your season coins from one event to the next event, and you can actually craft a deck that you really want, like I done. Save my season coin and I crafted this deck. The deck is fun to play, as I said. It's not really powerful, but I'm enjoying using a deck that's one turn. On the first turn, you can do massive damage. So I'm enjoying playing with a deck like that. It's the first time I've actually played with a deck that can do massive damage on turn 1. So it's something new, it's something exciting, it's something fun. But going forward, I'm just going to concentrate on having fun in this game. It doesn't matter if I'm in even Paladin League, I'm just going to have fun. That's it going forward, having fun. Gonna try and build some fun deck, have a lot of fun with this game, and have a lot of excitement and stop concentrating on being number 1 in my league. So that's all from me today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what type of decks you guys are using. Let me know your fun deck. What I want to try and do as well is get my Instagram going right, because I've got Instagram account and I've got a Facebook account. I'm gonna start putting that on the description on the videos, so you can actually send me pictures of your fun deck. You can actually send me videos of your decks, videos of your gameplay, so I can actually put it on the channel as well. I'm gonna try and start doing that, not next season, but the season after. I'll have everything ready so you guys can send me some of your videos so I can showcase them on the channel as well. You can send me some of the pictures of your deck so I can say, oh, this deck is from this person, this video is from this person, and you can showcase your stuff on my channel as well. So like, subscribe, and this is Arctain saying peace, stay healthy, stay strong, stay well, enjoy the event. See you on the next video. Bye for now.